and welcome back to It's a Miracle Budgeting. My name is Brandy and I am a cash budgeter. This is my second episode of my month ahead binder plan. Every time I reach $500, I put a $500 placeholder in my month ahead sinking fund and I move it over to my planned Don't Panic binder because I am planning to be a month ahead on everything for my husband and I. Even though we do not budget together, I'm actually saving for both of us because I want us to be stable and have that. Now, if I asked him, he probably would chip in. He has no issue, but he actually pays more in the bills. Now that I've paid off a lot, he's paid more so that I can save. So that's kind of how our plan works. And again, we worked out our plan and it works for us. So if it's not broke, we're not fixing it. So first thing I'm going to do is grab the $500 and put a sinking fund placeholder in there. I do sell the placeholders on my website. I actually have, I shoved a bunch back here so I would have them. I sell 1,000 and 500. I use Yoda slips on mine, so I don't actually have the 1,000 in here, I don't believe. But the sinking fund placeholder does look like this. You can get it with or without the vinyl. It does not say Ancestry Cash. I did have these specifically printed for my shop, and they are available in both plain and with the vinyl in 500 and 1,000. So going back to my month ahead sinking fund, I already have 500. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 354, 455. So I'm going to pull that out. We're going to put this in. And so now we have 500, 1,000, 20, 30. So I'm going to put this in my cash tray. It's a big bill, so it won't take long to stuff. It will be a short video again, but I think that's okay as long as we're getting it done. So now next time I have 500, I'll do episode 3 and so on as long as it takes me to complete my goal. So first thing I'm going to do in rent, I am actually adding $300 of the 500 in rent. We, in case you haven't seen a previous video, we actually purchased a dinosaur old trailer or manufactured home. We live in a manufactured home park in Michigan, and we only owe lot rent. So our house is completely paid off. We don't owe much, and the lot rent is about almost a third of what our rent was in our last place. So it's about double of the place before that, but the last place, it's about a third. I mean, it's half. The other one was double. The last one was triple. I'm probably just made that really confusing, but I want to have enough in here so we have like 1.5 months of rent available. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So now in rent, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually half of my goal is completed in rent now, which makes me super happy. I'm doing the high priority items first, and then I'll stuff the other stuff later. And then gas is like consumer's energy or like the heat bill, and that is getting 100. So it has 1, 150, 2. And I said this would be a quick one. It will be a quick one, but it's showing where I'm putting it and showing the cash in the binder, which I think is important. I think sometimes we see things on the internet and you see the placeholders, you can think people do not really have that money. And I like to show that I do work only with cash. Other than my placeholders, I do not use any fake bills. Electric is getting 150, and that's not a slam on anybody who does use them. I'm just expressing what my channel does. It's not a criticism, or even honestly, doesn't matter to me what other people do on their channel. I'm just stating what I do on my channel. And then I'm doing 100 in electric, which we now have 150. So the goal, I think on my end goal will probably be around $10,000. It's actually more than just a month ahead because I'll do a walkthrough. I added a couple things I forgot when I originally did this. So rent, my goal is 1,000. Gas, my goal is 500. That's in winter, that's about 3 months, roughly, a little bit less than maybe, but in summer that would be like a year. Electric is 500. That's roughly a little over 2 months, not quite 3 months. And then internet is the same goal. Our internet, I believe, is about 130 a month, so that'll give us, you know, a little bit of cushion there. Our homeowners is actually $640, I think, or $630 for the year. I want to say 500 because the difference wouldn't be that big of a difference. And then car insurance is about $1,300 per year. I want to do 1,000. It's not that I don't need to have the entire thing paid off. I just want to have it so we have that cushion in case one of us is unemployed, if one of us is sick, whatever. And then subscriptions, I have 500. That's for everything from streaming to credit to whatever subscriptions. Cell phone is $500. That's about 2.5 bills. That is $1,500. This is not meant to be a snowball envelope. This is meant to put money in here so that once it's all set up and we have it in the safe or we have it in the bank or whatever the end goal ends up being, we have $1,500 supremely dedicated so that if one of us is unemployed or one of us is sick, there is money to pay back any debt we need to use. So if we need to use a credit card for a doctor's bill or whatever, there's like this little cushion sitting here just waiting to be used. And then savings, I'm doing $2,500. This is going to be a extra, again, cushion. If there's an emergency, something happens, we have that thing to fall back on. And this is a long-term goal. This is not something that I probably will even be able to complete this year, but this is what my goals are. Cash envelopes, I want to have a minimum 500, but I really would like to have 1,000 in there. And then sinking funds is the same thing. These are my placeholders that were in there, but sinking funds is 500, 1,000 too, so that if we need to pull out of here for a month because we don't have income, we can use these for our groceries or our, car expenses or whatever. And 1,000 is roughly 2 months of sinking funds in cash envelopes. So, well, 1,000 each. So that is my episode 2 of Plan Don't Panic, my month ahead binder. If you like cash stuffings, if you like budget with me's, I hope that you will like, share, subscribe. Make sure to ring that bell. I do not post on the same day and the same time every week. And if you like this video, I hope you will like and share, as it does help me in the algorithm. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a great week and your budget is going fantastic. Have a great one, guys. These are available in my shop. You do have to custom order, but I do have the black and the red and could do this for you if you're interested. Have a great one, guys.